What up, Bros Nation? Welcome to another episode of Money Talk Sundays. I'm your investment bro, Stevie B. Today I want to chat for a minute about another stock that I am personally invested in and I'm feeling real bullish about. I'm feeling excited about it. But before I pop that cherry, you got to wine and dine me. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want these goodies. If you're feeling the podcast, you can support the mission by clicking the link right here in the description box. And if you can also find a central hub for all Money Talk Sunday social media channels in that second link in the description box. Okay, I'm done. Let's get to it. Booyah! Bros Nation, let's talk Vaxart. Ticker symbol VXRT. VXRT is a clinical stage California-based biotechnology company focused on developing oral vaccines that are administered via a tablet as opposed to a needle injection. Now, Vaxart's programs are based on its proprietary oral vaccine platform called VAAST. VAAST. Now, I stumbled onto this stock earlier this year because during the pandemic, an option of an oral vaccine was in the process of being manufactured by Vaxart. It seemed feasible. It seemed pragmatic. It seemed like an option that many people would more gravitate to as opposed to taking a needle. Now, as vaccinations ramp up with the Delta variant running amok in the U.S., the choice of taking the pill as opposed to getting a shot is very appealing to a lot of people, especially people that are hesitant about taking the vaccine in its current state. Now, it's an oral tablet vaccine candidate called VXA-CoV2-1. Vaxart, if you're listening, I'm going to need you to come out with a better name for this pill that you want to give people for a COVID vaccine. Now, anyway, convenience alone on this pill would market it. I mean, a pill as opposed to a needle. Come on, what more do you need to say? What more marketing do you need? I believe in this concept. I believed in it so much, I went all in. I went ahead and bought a large amount of shares in this company. I can even say right now, it is my largest holding in my WeBull account. I have a variety of shares I'm holding in WeBull, but Vaxart is by far the one I have the most of in my WeBull account. You have to consider the advantages of VXRT. VXRT pill, as opposed to getting the COVID-19 shot, it has a convenient mode of administration via, of course, the pill. It's rapid and painless. No shot, you just swallow, drink some water, and you're good. Again, no needles are required. It's self-administration is possible. You can just go to CVS, Walgreens, buy the pill, swallow it, and there you go. You got your vaccine. So with that self-administration, you can eliminate the need to make appointments and stand in line and be at all these COVID vaccination lines at the clinic and wherever they have them going on. And it also can reduce a lot of people's fears, like I said, a lot of people's fears and hesitancy about getting the vaccine. And the VXRT pill can also be stored at room temperature, so you don't have a very, very, very short shelf life like you do with the COVID vaccine shot, where it has to be stored at a certain temperature before being used for administration or it goes bad. Thus, VXRT's primary pill is, of course, the COVID-19 pill, which is what first drew me in. But a COVID pill is not the only thing this company has to offer. In fact, VXRT has something closer to production than the COVID-19 pill. There is built-in value in VXRT beyond the anticipated pill. The company's antiviral product portfolio is making exceptional progress. Vaxart could be not only a money maker, but also a lifesaver. But how? Let me elaborate. VXRT has another drug in the pipeline, and it's already in clinical stage broad-spectrum antiviral known as Vapendavir. The tablet addresses a host of conditions, including epidemic hand, foot, and mouth disease, HRV infection in chronic obstructive pulmonary disease patients, or COPD. You see the commercials about that a lot on TV. Enteroviral infections, mainly relating to children. Seasonal recurrent lower respiratory tract infection in preschoolers. And seasonal asthma exacerbation in school-age children. Also, the company VXRT recently signed an agreement with Altesa Biosciences, allowing Altesa to develop and commercialize Vapendavir. Alright? So, all that good stuff aside, what is VXRT doing today that has me so hyped? You might be wondering. Well, guess what? Today they announced that it has shown for the first time in their clinical trials that its oral tablet vaccine platform successfully boosted immune responses in subjects previously vaccinated with the Vaxart oral vaccine more than a year earlier. According to the chief executive officer, these results are very important because they support our belief that our oral tablet vaccines have the potential to be used repeatedly for indications that may require an annual boost, such as the flu, COVID-19, or norovirus. We are excited by these findings and by the implications for all of our vaccines. Using our oral norovirus vaccine candidate, we successfully boosted the immune responses of those previously vaccinated with our platform, said Dr. Sean Tucker, VXRT's founder and chief scientific officer. We believe these results could have implications for the other vaccines we are developing, including our oral COVID-19 vaccine tablet, because they are all based on the same platform and use the same vector. Now, this data came from Vaxart's 12-subject Phase 1b blind study evaluating the ability of its norovirus vaccine for boosting immunogenicity. And study participants were initially vaccinated with VXRT's oral norovirus vaccine in late 2019 and were vaccinated again between February and April 2021. Now, all 7 participants who have been previously immunized with the oral norovirus vaccine elicited a similar broad range of immune responses to norovirus as the 5 subjects that had not received a prior oral vaccine dose. Now, the stock price of VXRT increased by over 10% pre-market. Investors are responding positively to the company, announcing that it has shown for the first time in clinical trials that its oral tablet vaccine platform successfully boosted immune responses in subjects previously vaccinated with a Vaxart oral vaccine more than a year earlier. Now, I'm not going to go into the nuts and bolts of the trials, but I will say this. Things are looking up for the company. Things are looking so good, people quickly cashed out after the quick spike in price, causing a pullback. So much so, prices are near where I initially bought in back in May. So guess what? I'm going to continue to build my position and hold a ton of shares. So a year down the line, when shares are in the 40s and 50s or even triple digits, I can say I held. You know, I'm still biting myself from selling Moderna too early. Our bought it was 40 something and sold at $150. Just last week, Moderna was at $300 a share. I sold it too early. Now, is VXRT going to be the next Moderna? Who knows? Probably not. But it is definitely in a position to grow and corner the market for oral vaccines. So what do you think? Have you heard of VXRT? Are you interested now? Check them out for yourself and you tell me. That's all I'm going to give you on VXRT. Maybe because of my work in the healthcare field, I lean towards biotechnology stocks. Who knows? What I do know is that things are looking promising, so I'm all in. Anywho, this is Stevie B with Money Talk Sundays. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button. Subscribe. If you haven't done so already, spread the word. Support the mission and the movement by clicking the link in the description box. Thank you for all your support. Catch you next time, folks. The marathon continues. I'm out.